And today, for our back to basics, we have Janardhan Maharaj's blessing and Janardhan Maharaj's suggestion for what to discuss on back to basics. Because until literally 0.001 seconds ago, then I was having a chat with Janardhan Maharaj. He rang me on Skype. So his contribution today, when we've got one or two more devotees, including Jivana Devidasi with us, then we will reveal the subject matter of today's talk. Govindanandini Devidasi, welcome. Well, actually, I know you are the one who's welcoming us because you're the organizer of everything. And
no, I'm also a happy participant.
Well, I'm actually a participant. You are engaging me in some service, and as Guru Maharaj said, we are fortunate when that service comes to us to say something about Krishna and save us. So we appreciate our fortune. And yes. And in Australia, Anandavardhan Prabhu, Jai Gauranga Prabhu, and we'll see if we have some more arrivals from there in a very heavenly appearing part of the world, New Zealand, northern New Zealand. Dandavat to you both. Hare Krishna. And Praneshwari Devi Dasi, I saw your daughter-in-law yesterday, and I always forget what's your granddaughter's name?
Her name is Subhadra.
Oh, I know. Yes, Subhadra. Yeah, she's growing up.
Already 5.
5 years. So I saw them yesterday, and Mahamantra Prabhu was working away nearby. So we saw them happily yesterday. All right, we are 4 minutes in, not 5 minutes in. So Chinmoy Dev Prabhu, were you with us yesterday on the London Zoom? We had Chinmoy, and I said, oh no, it wasn't you. I thought it wasn't you because normally you write your name Chinmoy Dev. But I said to the person, are you Chinmoy Dev Prabhu of California? They didn't unmute or show their forms. So it wasn't you yesterday, no?
I don't know any other Chinmoy besides Chinmoy Nanda in Hawaii.
Chinmoy Nanda, we know. Anyway, somebody stealing your personality, not your personality, somebody stealing your, what do they call it? Identity, oh yeah. Oh. But they're only Chinmoy, it was written as Chinmoy. Anyway.
Kali Yuga.
I'm written as Das Anu Das. If only I was Das Anu Das. So you see, I'm trying to steal the identity of a devotee. B.R. Madhusudan. And I have to do this every time. Somehow it thinks I'm Das Anu Das, and I don't know why. But there you are. All right, we're 5 minutes in, so whoever's with us is with us. Oh, look! Now we have our Braja Mohini Devi Dasi. So either Jivana has gone to Texas or come to California. One of the two.
Yeah, I need the Grand Canyon background that Bharat had.
All right. But I think the Grand Canyon is still in, oh no, that is in Texas, is it?
No.
California.
It's
Arizona,
Colorado. Yeah. One of those other non-California
states.
Yeah, some non-California state.
Anyway, down there to the right is where it is somewhere. All right. Anyway, so welcome. So Jivana, everything good in Texas, Austin? Looks wonderful there, by the way.
Jivana,
sorry.
Well, currently in California, there's very red skies and very eerie, but in Texas, it was very blue skies and very nice, and rain starting and temperatures cooling off. But I came to join the zombie apocalypse here. I couldn't miss it. It was just too exciting to miss.
Because of the forest fires, all the smoke in the sky, right? Okay. Okay, and just before we start, a question I keep on wanting to ask. Chinmoy Dev Prabhu, is Jamuna Priya okay?
Yeah, she's not too near the fires for the present moment. But Sita, I bet she had to evacuate.
In
Oh,
Ashram.
Yeah.
No, they didn't. Well, when I talked to her, they didn't evacuate, but just north of the city of Ashland, like the very next town burned down to the ground.
Hare
Talent, actually, we were there at that place, which is in Wellsprings. I'm not sure about Jackson Wellsprings itself, but that was on the edge of the town, the old town itself. That place burned down, and hundreds of other towns also burning down right now.
Hare Krishna. So you see, this happened last year in Australia and now happening this year in California. All right, let's come straight to our back to basics and let the journey go on. So what is the journey? The journey is back to home, back to Godhead. And all of this relies on the mercy of Guru, Gauranga, and the Vaishnavas. So first, with all the Vaishnavas present, our obeisance Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kritasendhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. And Jai Srila Gurudev Srila Bhakti Sonda Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. Jai Srila Guru Maharaj Srila Bhakti Rakha Kshira Dev Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. Jai Srila Prabhupada Srila A.C. Bhakti Swami Prabhupada ki Jai. And Jai Bhagavan Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur ki Jai. Really, our guardians, and we can of course say, well, our Jai, our Sri Rupa Nuga Guru Vaga ki Jai. All of our Guru section of the Rupa Nuga Sampradaya. So, with auspicious beginning and giving welcome to the devotees, as I say, just a moment, a fraction of a second, simultaneously, I took permission from Janardhan Maharaj to leave his association for a moment to come to chat with you, to talk with you. But I asked first to Janardhan Maharaj. He called me and was talking about various things. Then I told him, we're going to do back to basics. What would you suggest is an important factor, an important subject to talk about? And Janardhan Maharaj said, he immediately said, it's like it was on the front of his brain, the front of his thought. He said, necessary to discuss with devotees. He said, everybody's always looking for, qualified leader, others being qualified. But what is the necessity? What is the qualification of a disciple? So Janardhan Maharaj immediately came up with that and said, in his own way, I shall not imitate how Janardhan Maharaj speaks, but in Janardhan Maharaj's own way. Then, Devapriya Devarasi, welcome. Janardhan Maharaj, he said that this subject we should discuss with the devotees. Yes, the qualification of the guru, but the qualification of the disciple. So I don't know whether this has come from his own recent experience of, how somebody is trying to analyze him and are you qualified to be my guru? But we can guess perhaps in the background, he's seeing, they're analyzing the gurus, but what about analyzing themselves, the disciple? So this is a little bit of the subject that I can mention because it is empowered by Janardhan Maharaj. So if we can do something under the guidance of the senior devotees, then it is very good for us. So what is a qualified disciple? How to make ourselves qualified as disciples, as students? Well, immediately comes to mind is how Guru Maharaj gave that example about the qualified guru and the qualified disciple, that it is very rare, and just look in the millions and billions of years of the history of the creation. It is very rare in that whole length of time to find, percentage-wise, a qualified guru who's going to lead everybody, who is going to give the guidance to take from mortality to immortality, to take us not just to immortality, but then you see in this present age to take us to the highest plane of immortality. It is very rare to find that qualified personality. Rather, generally, those who are coming to try to give a solution to the world are themselves floundering around, coming up with their own interpretations of what the scriptures say or what they think. They had a realization. If you just fast, every Thursday afternoon and do something else, then you'll become spiritually aware, and then you won't have to suffer in this world. I mean, all sorts of things are out there in the name of solutions to our difficulties in this world. But the solutions coming in the line of what Krishna is telling in Bhagavad Gita, what Mahaprabhu is showing by his teaching, then we have to say that in the last 500 years since Mahaprabhu, then you see how the channel, the current, also became like very lost, so almost hidden. It's not that there were 0.00 devotees in the world, but in a hidden way. And so hidden that is Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj, recognized as the, carrying that current. But out of all the Babajis, those of us who go to India and, have seen there are lots of Babajis with, old bodies, lots of hair and beards, and however it may be. It's not the external appearance, but what is inside. And then Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, of course, coming with the clarification of what is the current of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, being given to us by Bhaktivinoda Thakur. And he has again started up our clean line of acharyas, gurus, teachers, presenters, connectors with the upper world. So first of all, it is very rare to have the guru who can take us from this plane to that plane. But Guru Maharaj also, Srila Guru Maharaj also saying, how rare it is to have a qualified disciple, a qualified student. But then Guru Maharaj is saying, but when a qualified guru and a qualified disciple, a qualified student and a qualified master, when they meet, then that is the like wonderful interaction. Then so many things happen. The chemistry all takes place then. So from the side of the qualified guru, many things are said. We have Sri Guru and his grace. And in Sri Guru and his grace, incidentally, Guru Maharaj does talk about this matter of the disciple and the qualities of a disciple. Because we are the ones who need to be able to get our admission, like a university, but I know it's not a university. But we may be 15 years old in school, and then we're hearing about this university, that university, and we have some interest in some subject matters. Then we start to see this university requires certain grades in mathematics, physics, biology. This one requires something else. We have to see that we can't just say, oh, I want to go to university. Well, at least in the UK you can't. You have to have qualifications, and then you have to be accepted by the university. Say, okay, this person can come and join the course. But you can't just walk in and you don't know, you don't have the qualities in mathematics or something. They're expecting that you're going to be a reasonably ready receptacle for what they have to give. So it's not unreasonable that in our spiritual life, then there's some qualification for the disciple, some preliminary qualification. So we know that Guru Maharaj, he was the harmonizer, very much the harmonizer. Myself and many of our generation who are dying out day by day as we speak, but many of our generation, we came to Guru Maharaj after like very strange things with the gurus of just clearly ISKCON. In ISKCON mission there were many disasters. Many disasters. This back in 1982, which came out into the open, and then it became everybody knows, and then I mean, lots and lots of devotees completely at a loss as to how to proceed. We're all meant to be serving under the guidance of some qualified personages, etc. And the fortunate ones came to Guru Maharaj. You can say the fortunate ones heard about Guru Maharaj, and then more fortunate came to Guru Maharaj, and you can say more fortunate stayed with Guru Maharaj, because we saw also many things in those years about, you know, disciples or students coming to Guru Maharaj, and then many things. One devotee said, "Oh, I don't care who's the Guru, I just want to be the Pujari." And I thought, is that really what we're meant to be doing? Just, I want to be a Pujari, it doesn't matter who the Guru is. And then they just changing the Guru like that. Anyway, many different things happened during those times, but Guru Maharaj harmonizing everything. He's saying, you cannot blame the environment. You can't point your finger at any others. Oh, because some devotees were saying, oh, I have gone back from the principles of the devotional life, etc. And who ruined my life was, you know, such and such supposed guru, such and such person. They ruined my life. I had my full faith, but now I've lost my faith. But Guru Maharaj did not allow that kind of conception to stay with the devotees. He would not accept that. He said, you cannot blame anybody else. Ultimately, look at your situation. You have been brought to Guru, you've been brought to the environment that you're in by your own activities and desires. Something in your past has made these things happen. And Guru Maharaj said, individually and collectively. And in different ways. He did also give other explanations. But he is always trying to adjust the mentality of the students to be a good student, not to blame the master or not to blame the environment, or this, that, and the other. And this now comes back to something which I did not really understand, and it took me a while to get a bit more understanding, whether we understand anything fully, even though we may think, oh yes, now I understand fully. But as years go by, we may also understand, oh, some deeper idea. But something which I really did not understand at the beginning, reading the books, etc., and hearing, was that you can only be cheated if you want to be cheated. And I thought, what? You can only be cheated if you want to be cheated. Then we start to think a little bit more, and then over the years, somehow we see that if we want something a little diluted or simple, little cheaply or something, then we're basically saying to ourselves that, oh yes, I want the imitation thing, something imitation there. So why will we be surprised if an imitation iPhone doesn't exactly do what the actual iPhone does? You know, if we want something imitation. Yes, Dayavati Didin, full of Krishna Prabhu, welcome. And Rukmini, Devidasi Hridoy Prabhu. Oh, talking about iPhone, then look, we have an iPhone joined us. I hope it's a real iPhone and not an imitation, because we just used that example about an iPhone. So anyhow,
Sorry, I was going to update the name to Rupanuga, but then I said maybe someone else, so I better don't change it to Rupanuga.
Hello.
Yes, who is iPhone?
Am I the one with the iPhone? Oh, hi. Hi, my name is Krishna. I visited the ashram last summer.
Okay. So,
Hi, Krishna.
Nice to
Hi,
see
Krishna.
Hare
Hello.
Krishna. So welcome. You joined us as we are just discussing about the subject matter that Janardhan Maharaj of the Santa Cruz ashram, he suggested we talk about the qualities or qualifications of a student, of a disciple. So this is what we're discussing. And we just use the example of an iPhone. So then we saw your iPhone come up. So anyhow, welcome to our chat, our conversation, to our together. Please be with us happily. So then we come to read in here. The world is full of the cheats and the cheated. That this world is the nature, it is full of the cheats and the cheated. So Srila Guru Maharaj, he's then coming to point out to us individually, we have to individually change our view. So we cannot blame the environment. We cannot say, oh, now the cause that I am now discouraged in service, or I am now discouraged in whatever it may be. I cannot blame that cause on others. Oh, because of him, because of her, because of them, then now I am not going to do devotional service, or I've left the principles of the devotional life. But rather that we must look to ourselves. There's something wrong in me that brought me into such an association. There's something that needed cleansing from me. It is quite possible. And Guru Maharaj also said that some unavoidable karma from the past has come to make its demand. And we may think, oh, unavoidable. But we hear it from Guru, we've heard it with our own ears from Guru Maharaj. This idea that there may be something unavoidable which has to be gone through. But still, it is for our benefit because Krishna's hand is behind everything. So one of the qualifications of the disciple is not to see any fault outside, and especially in Guru and Vaishnava. And on that theme, we in previous times have gone through the Upadeshamrita, where we have a whole verse, quite a long verse, emphasizing this point on not seeing the faults in Vaishnavas. And even though they may be clearly visible, just as in the Ganges, we've seen in the rainy season, like now in the Ganges, if we were able to just go there, we would see, no doubt, because it's just the end of the rainy season, that the plenty of foam, mud, bubbles, and various things. Actually, they have lots of like grass, not grass, but I don't know what they are, but lots of greenery is also coming down during the flood time. And it's there, you cannot deny, oh, there are foam, bubbles and everything. But with the devotees, sometimes, I mean, it is just clear that, okay, there is this, there is this, there is this, in their nature, in their appearance, whatever it may be. But we are not to notice that. We have to see the Vaishnava part of the person, just like with the Ganges water. If we're now go to the Ganges, we'll happily bathe in the water without thinking about the mud or anything else which is there. So our life as a student is to understand that the devotees are spiritual, they're all cleansing, and that the association I'm brought into is being given to me by Krishna. He's giving the opportunity. And one thing that Srila Gurudev Govinda Maharaj would say is, sorry, I'm just clicking on the chat. One thing that Srila Srila Govinda Maharaj would say is that when we can develop the qualities of a disciple, we will then be given the association. Krishna will arrange that association for us. And what is Gurudev stressing to us? He's stressing that when we can follow Trinad api sunichena taroreva sahishnuna amanina manadena kirtanya sarahari. The last line. Always we can chant Krishna's name. But Gurudev is saying that when we can become humble, tolerant, give honor to others and not want honor for ourselves, then we will become fit to associate with devotees. Krishna will bring us into the devotees' association. So then, more, you can say, more than the devotees' association, then when we are fit. Krishna will arrange, fit means with some minimum qualification and some grace from above, Krishna will arrange Guru. He will bring us into the connection of Guru. So there's also an expression which we see Srila Prabhupada repeats about, by the grace of Krishna, we get Guru. We get his connection through Guru. And by the grace of Guru, we get Krishna. So our qualification will be humility, tolerance, giving honor, and not wanting honor for ourselves. But in particular, coming to the Guru, it is that we will be submissive to Guru. Krishna tells us in Bhagavad Gita, we will come to the lotus feet of the self-realized person, to the Guru, to the spiritual master. We'll come to them with sincere inquiry, not as I was right there when the famous expression of Guru Maharaj, when Guru Maharaj said, very seriously, this is not an inquiry bureau, to the devotee right beside me. And he said, this is not an inquiry bureau, just for inquiry. Sincere inquiry for our spiritual life and our spiritual journey. With sincere inquiry, sorry, now I've lost the verse because I got gently distracted on this side of the world. We'll come with sincere inquiry, because somebody came out with a camera. Devotees have come here also, and now they're shooting a video. So once we go into video, sure, we're going to make some mistakes because we become self-conscious. No problem. So we're going to come with humility, we're going to come with inquiry, and we're going to come with savor. These things are going to be necessary. And then that person can impart spiritual understanding to us. And so coming back to the heart-to-heart transaction. But it's not that we're coming to Guru and then we're going to hear something from him and then do something else. We're meant to be coming with surrender. We're meant to be coming with the name of Bhaktivinoda Thakur's book, which many of you are perhaps going through, which is Sharanagati. And there we will see the beautiful mood of surrender. We're coming to the Guru. We need to be a surrendered soul and try to leave our individuality at the door and come and say, okay, here I am. I'm not coming to assert my ego, my. I'm coming to hear from you. One thing happened in Navadip in the time of Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj gave an instruction, and then another devotee then kind of challenged that instruction, saying, oh, but this person's nature is not very good. If he goes there, that won't be very good. And Guru Maharaj, this kind of challenge. Guru Maharaj, we have to see that the Guru knows basically what is good for us. Krishna's telling Guru from inside, like what is the suitable thing for a disciple. And when the disciple hears from the Guru, they must think, they must accept, yes, we've heard it fully, and not to then think, but. If there is something in their mind, as Guru Maharaj said, once we can point out, dear Guru, you are mentioning this, but perhaps something else would be better, or some reason, some reasoning from ourselves. But once Guru Maharaj said, once we can say, but not to assert our opinion, our thought. But we ourselves must accept what is coming from Guru. So the point being that we really need to be in that position, given in the article, to err is human, that we know we need guidance. So if we've come across a real guide, why we will be hesitant about anything? Oh yes, he told me this, but I'm going to do that and this. whatever it may be, or not to accept what he says. And in that regard, Srila Govinda Maharaj, he said, why is Guru Maharaj asking the devotees to chant 4 rounds minimum? Because, and then Gurudev said, because Guru Maharaj knows what is Guru Aparad. And if devotees make offense to Vaishnavas, it is very bad. If they make offense to Guru, it is very bad. If the Guru asks you to do something and you don't do it, it's Guru Aparad. And Gurudev has repeated this on several occasions. And so Gurudev said, Guru Maharaj graciously gave that opportunity for a minimum of 4 rounds, not a maximum or sometimes to chant 4 rounds, but daily, that the beads will not fast, like the deity, like in a more mundane sense, like your child. You have a child, you don't feed him on Wednesdays and Thursdays and when you feel like it. You'll soon get some objection from your child. And what about God? He can give you a bigger objection if he wants. Your child is just going to scream and get sick. But God can give you a good slap around the chops if he wishes to. So anyhow, all of these things comes to think, okay, so we have to be a good student. Quality of Guru, well discussed. Quality of disciple, we see Janardana Maharaj feeling. Yes, we should stress this. Oh yes, Sharanagati. Oh, by the way, Praneshwari Didi, and all of you, I came across a little bit by accident the whole 50 songs of Sharanagati. On the web, one of you sent me a link, and maybe it was yourself, Praneshwari, from Kamala's husband in Salt Lake City. Kamala's husband?
Haridas.
Haridas, yes. Sorry, Haridas, I know very well, but now. He posted on the SoundCloud some Sharanagati files. Okay, today, this morning, our time, I'll post somewhere and I'll give a link to Praneshwari. She's in touch with all of you, I think, and she'll let you know. I'll give a link to all 50 of those songs of Sharanagati. Because if you are trying to sing at home, as we are at home in the temple here, sometimes we need a helping hand with the tune. So I found all 50 songs recorded in Navadip, and by basically the Bengalis are singing. So that's kind of good for us. Krishna. You didn't know Krishna's name was Krishna, and Krishna Das is Keshru. So yes, Sharanagati. So Guru Maharaj also explains, we can analyze Guru, and we must look with our eyes open before we take initiation. But the coming to take initiation, then we have made our connection. We have got our father, we've got our mother, as it were. And in this world, you don't swap your mother for somebody else's mother. Your mother is your mother. And that's Guru Maharaj's example. He said, everybody thinks that their mother is the best. My mother was the best, by the way. You'll all put up, no, mine was the best. But then Guru Maharaj says, but if somebody makes a comparative study, they will see, okay, but this mother was better in this way. There's some comparison between mothers, and how they're bringing up their kids. But everybody will think their mother is their best, and they're not going to swap my mum for your mum. Yes, it can be also one of my guardians, one of my well-wishers, but your mum is your mum. And in Bengal, Gurudev giving some very sweet examples, how that is the tradition, very much in Bengal. And even he told of one minister, Bengali minister, they all have some part to play in the federal government, the government of India. And one important minister from Bengal, then he was appointed at some big meeting in Delhi to represent India in America for some international situation. Then he's on the news, on the television. You know how they love to get an interview with the people. and they say something, oh, you must be very happy to have been delegated to represent India in whatever it was, World Conference in New York or something. And then he said, yes, they have delegated, but as long as my mother gives permission, I will first ask my mother. And then I can say if I can go or not. So this way, still he's, you know, a big minister, an important government officer, but grown-up person, but submissive to his mother. That is the culture of India. That is, if you like, some aspect of the guru and disciple. That the disciple, then he will take the permission of the guru for anything and everything, that basically following his guidelines, following what is his understanding through those who know him, because of course every tiny, small decision doesn't have to come from guru. We have to be awake to the proper way to conduct our life by the directions he's given. So guru, one thing, student is another thing. And we are all in this category where we need to always, not only to see, are we, you know, chanting our rounds, are we doing this, that, and the other, but are we being submissive to guru? Are we being hungry for that connection, the living connection with guru through seva? And in Sharanagati, there is one chapter which is hankering for seva. Hankering for seva. So seva is being given to us by guru and Vaishnava. But we need to be the students. Whatever is asked of us, we shall be prepared to do that. And, okay, definition of a good, okay, Gurudev said brahmachari, but a good student, a definition of a good brahmachari, Gurudev said, was that if he's asked to go somewhere, like, oh, I need you this now to go to serve in Puri, at our Puri temple or something like that. That the devotee will say, yes, I'm ready. The good devotee will say that. And kind of the medium devotee will say, well, after 2 hours. And the unqualified devotee will say, oh, I've got these things to do, those things to do. Maybe next Monday I can go. Or give me the train fare, or whatever else. I mean, all these things which we've heard and seen, we just say, okay, we need to do this, get up and go without any hesitation. If I'm given the train fare, I'm given the train fare. If I'm not, I ride the train without any ticket. We have done these things and got caught. Hare Krishna. Anyway, somebody has a little mention for us about the qualities of a disciple, something that you've read or heard from Gurudev and Guru Maharaj. Yes, Chinmoy Prabhu. Chinmoy Prabhu is always hearing and seeing talks of Gurudev and Guru Maharaj. He's helping the world have access to them. So he must have a good storehouse of freshly heard information. Prabhu.
Yeah, so I've heard Srila Gurudev talk about, and I think Srila Guru Maharaj talk about how there's more importance given to Shiksha Guru as compared to Diksha Guru. And I'm just kind of wondering how that relates to, you know, because some people, they do accept a guru, but at some point, you know, in their heart, there's some change that comes and they're more attracted to somebody else. But we're also told once you accept guru, that's basically kind of it. You follow that guru, you dedicate your life to that guru. So I'm just wondering if you could speak a little bit about that.
Sure, we get examples throughout, also with the time of Jiva Goswami, Shyamananda, and in those days we get examples like of the most exalted devotees also, who are coming, I mean Jiva Goswami's disciples, not Jiva Goswami himself, that devotees are coming and then they're getting like so much inspirational recognition of the current that is the special current that is coming in a certain place, and with upper sanction rather than like lower sanction. Our mind can be our worst enemy as well as our best friend. So with upper sanction, taking shelter of the those who are recognizing that that's some special current is coming. So also Gurudev, you see, if devotees are initiated in the line of Gauranga, the Gauriya Vaishnavas, properly, they've got proper initiation. Gurudev and Guru Maharaj are not saying, oh, you have to change, now you take initiation from me, or you like change your guru. But where you are coming to get your inspiration, then your main attention will be there. Like your father is your father, but you may be getting so much inspiration from your uncle. I mean, in the material world, and we know also, you know, like an uncle is so favorable, so affectionate to us. The father, you know, he may be a little strict and whatever it may be, the father may not be giving us that kind of attention that my uncle, but my uncle always giving me this attention. But that doesn't mean that we've renounced our father, and we are grateful for everything. We are connected. And the other thing is, we are connected, and our grandfather is very merciful. And this is Gurudev's expression repeatedly that I'm sure you've heard, that he's saying that the grandfather is more merciful than the father, and he is seeing you. So in the substantial way, when you see our Guru Parampara also, then our gurus are in the Siksha line. So who was the guru of Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj? For instance, you know, what are some of the names we don't know? Bhaktivinoda Thakur's actual official guru's name is not Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj, and I'm afraid I can't remember what the name was, but he came and saw the current in Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj, and step by step. So the adjustment, but this is coming to the adjustment of the disciple. Everything must be done with sincerity. And as we've heard repeatedly also, Guru Maharaj, you've heard the tapes and we read the books, as much as we are sincere, we are safe. Sincerity is invincible, and various similar, like word for word, expressions of Srila Guru Maharaj. So it is not a light thing to quickly change, not necessarily change, to change our heart, as it were. We have our guru, we are keeping our guru in our heart. But here we've got our uncle or whatever it may be. We've got our affectionate guardian in this quarter. So it is not a matter of rejection. But I have my father, as we said about our mother. I have my mother, I have my auntie. She is very affectionate, especially that ice cream that she cooks. Oh, very good. So I go around to my auntie's house and take some. But it must be our family, and not to start to think we are going to get something outside our family. This is the big caution of Gurudev, always. That we will get inspiration from many. And Srila Prabhupada, you say, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, about this word Siksha Guru. Siksha Guru, okay, in general we can say, we can get guidance from many places. But as to say, oh, somebody is my Siksha Guru, then it is very like a strong expression. And so, you know, sometimes we meet people and they're very kind of one, oh, he's my Siksha Guru, he's my Siksha Guru. But we didn't see that light kind of conception from Gurudev and Guru Maharaj. Rather, you know, we saw how the Siksha Guru is really Guru. Then if your Siksha, that is your Siksha Guru, then your Siksha Guru is giving instruction, then you follow that instruction. It is actually Guru. So our parampara is indeed Siksha connection, but not at the rejection of our genuine mother, our genuine father. But yes, we may naturally come to others who we may see with sober vision and with reference to those who are our seniors, to just kind of check in that, is this good association for me? We want to have some checks and balances, because external things may be attractive to us, just like the pomp and the, all of these things in the Christian side. Now there's so much pomp in the ceremonies. You see in Canterbury Cathedral and places like this, famous places in England, how much pomp and attraction there may be to some external things. But the internal thing is always to be considered. So we must be careful. And as Guru Maharaj said, when the Siksha Guru and the Diksha Guru are one, this is the best thing for us. Then we have very comfortable journeys. So we have been so fortunate to have Gurudev, Guru Maharaj and Srila Prabhupada. They were kind of, you could say, unanimously, those who have taken shelter there. Then everything is there without any hesitation. And so we need to be able to continue in such a theme. We need to be able to continue and keep our head carefully to what they have given, because this is what is being represented by now our generation, the next generation, the next generation. The generations are passing by, but we have to keep that current of Guru Maharaj and Gurudev. Where we see that current, we will happily go there to get association. But that we go there and say, oh, now that person's my Siksha Guru. I mean, we have our senior friends within the mission who definitely, we are so happy in their association, hear things about Guru Maharaj and Gurudev. But that we will say, oh, that person is my Siksha Guru. That is a very rare thing. That person is our good association. So come with honest inquiry, come submissively, and come with service. Again, this seva point comes around. Service, service, service. Oh, some long things in the chat box. Praneshwari Devi Rasi. The books Maharaj mentioned are Sharanagati, yes. Praneshwari Devi. Srila Bhakti, a bona fide disciple must always remain fully awake to the fact that his highest spiritual fortune is but a gracious grant from the Absolute Lord, and not a matter of right to be demanded or fought out. There, Guru Maharaj, very clear. A bona fide disciple must always remain fully awake to the fact that his highest spiritual fortune is but a gracious grant from the Absolute Lord, and not a matter of right to be demanded or fought out. And then Praneshwari Devi sending Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj in revealed truth. Okay, I'll read it. When a student is a little qualified in this way and finds a guru who is a qualified teacher, the student must surrender to him, ask him questions, and serve him. Everything will be revealed in the heart of the qualified, sincere seeker by the qualified guru, when the disciple is enriched with these three qualities of surrender, inquiry, and service. That is, enriched with a mood of devotion. When that mood is present, everything will be set right. That is, the Guru's heart will be melted by that student's sincere approach. Okay, the Guru's heart will be melted by that student's sincere approach. and the Guru will be ready to teach the student. By this process, the student will understand through the melted heart of, by this process, the student will understand through the melted heart of his Guru the essence of all the scriptures, everything that is to be found within the Vedas, Vedanta, Upanishads, Srimad Bhagavatam, and the other scriptures. This is how we should try to learn the scriptures. Beautiful. Praneshri Didi, so much grateful for these two, because really, as closely as we can to have the words of our gurus on these subjects is the best thing for us. And from Gurudev's heart was melted by the smallest service to Guru Maharaj. And he saw that what is coming to him is service to Guru Maharaj. He's offering that all to Guru Maharaj. So service is the melting the heart of the Guru wanting to give to the disciple. Now our small congregation here is leaving us because the morning program here, as you know, is about to take place. For those who don't know, I'm in Thailand still, but not, oh, by the way, I have to just mention Thursday. Oh, I'm not sure if I'll be able to attend next Thursday. So one of you, I think Praneshwari should lead the program, the Back to Basics on Thursday, if I'm not available, because I'm likely to be somewhere in the sky, I think, on Thursday. So just, I mean, our Thursday means your Wednesday. Australia, New Zealand's Thursday, California, Mexico's, Colombia, and everywhere else is Wednesday. I think I won't be available. So just a little mention about that. Why did I say that? Not sure. Anyhow, they're going for the morning program. Oh, because this week, now I'm in Thailand, but the next time we speak, if the will of Providence allows, then I expect to be in Italy, Villa Govinda Ashram. That is expected. And I shall try to be a good disciple.
Maharaj, please have the devotees in Villa Govinda.
Please what?
Please have the devotees at Villa Govinda record your darshans. It's very important for us to follow you.
Oh, well, you may ask them to do that. You know, we have the best time when they're not recorded because just because. Oh, look, Australia. Dandavat, Dandavat, Jai Shri Gurudev, Jai Shri Guru Maharaj. World champion cooks in the world. World champion.
Dandavat Maharaj.
Dandavat. And also we've got Dandavats coming from Ram in San Jose, who's just joined us too. So you're arriving just as we are about to depart, I'm afraid, but still we're very happy to see the devotees' faces and forms and to remember your devotional qualities also.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Jai, Jai, Jai. All right, any question? As you know, I just have a few minutes left here, but any question from anybody on this subject or any contribution, because you are all reading and hearing, and you all also have some experience and think, oh, how am I a good devotee, a good student, and how am I, you know, how much am I a good student and what have I got to correct in myself? So you can share some tips from yourselves. Volunteers, put up a hand.
I have one question, Maharaj.
A question. I have a question. Where have you been for the last hour? So what is your question?
Like Lord says, Krishna says, Acharya mam vijani ham. So then he tell Arjuna then kill all his gurus. He asked later Krishna Arjuna to kill his Shastra guru, all the other gurus. So what it means?
Prabhu, you are coming to a very, in this age, which is Mahaprabhu's age, you're coming to a very, heavy question from the time of the actual Kshatriyas and the different yuga. So we want to understand that it is an extreme situation, and in that extreme situation, you can see that Krishna is giving advice which people can debate all the time, what is right, what is wrong. But Guru Maharaj is saying that Krishna is coming as Guru to Arjuna. So we don't have to ask why. The Guru is saying do this, and so Arjuna, he's doing. And Guru has explained why. If you read Bhagavad Gita, he's saying you are a Kshatriya. This battle is arranged by me, and the outcome is already arranged. Your duty is to do your duty. That is your seva. I'm, as Guru, saying this to you. So we don't have to do why too much. Rather, we need to see Arjuna is there posted as the ideal disciple to the ideal Guru beyond any doubt. Means Krishna himself acting as Guru. I am telling you this. You are, and you see Arjuna came to him submissively and with inquiry. And now he's going to do some seva. But he was a Kshatriya. And I know Ramananda Prabhu, you are from Punjab, the land of Kshatriyas. But let's accept it. Now is the age not of Kshatriyas, the sword and all the big fighting like that. It's the age of mercy. It's the age of Gauranga, the age of Mahaprabhu. Now Krishna as Gauranga Mahaprabhu has come as Guru to teach us our activity, duty in this modern world. If you're a Kshatriya in the time of the Dwapara Yuga, then Krishna, Guru will come to tell you to do this, this and this according to your Kshatriya nature. But now we are all Sudra. We are all born as Sudra. And Mahaprabhu has come to teach us what to do. Chant Hare Krishna. Associate with the devotees. Be sincere. Search out Guru. Engage in seva. And the seva of this age is not to kill all the monsters, but to deliver them. And so mercy above justice, all these things. But in the mood of the theme of today's talk, then Arjuna is taking the position of the ideal disciple. So a good example.
Thank you very much, Maharaj. Yeah, I am here in America. So now it's better. Earlier, so much work. Gurudev says so many things.
Actually,
all right.
Okay, I didn't quite catch the earlier part, but all is good.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yes, there was so much quarrel earlier, but now Corona is making everything subsidized. Because earlier there were a lot of quarrel here, but now things are getting better.
Well, you put your hand over the microphone on your phone so we can't hear you properly.
Okay. Sorry about that. Can you hear now?
No, your other hand. No, your other hand is covering the microphone, I think.
Is it better now?
Oh, now we can hear you, yes.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, he's right. I think maybe I had my hand on the microphone. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you so much. You are a good example, Maharaj. Thank you so much. Very kind of you.
I'm a good example of one who needs mercy.
No, you are distributor. Now you are distributor of mercy.
Okay, Ramananda Prabhu, turn off your microphone. Hare Krishna. All right, so good devotees. I do need to go because the morning program is starting up here. I have some duty here and the world goes on. But I will send to Praneshwari and I have to post somewhere. I'll have to put up all those 50 songs of Sharanagati. And still I can encourage you, ever since Bhaktivinoda Thakur's appearance day,
Jai Gauranga is trying to ask a question, Maharaj.
Jai Gauranga's, oh, Jai Gauranga, okay, Jai Gauranga, but still I'll just finish my sentence in the sense of I'll post those 50 audios so that that'll help you. And we here still every day without fail, we've been doing at least one of the next songs going through Sharanagati. It's good for us to go through. So that's kind of a general good advice for us all, to go through the songbook Sharanagati, which is there also on the website. So now you'll have the book, Guru Maharaj's Lagu Chandrika, gentle moonlight commentary on the Sharanagati, and you'll have the tune to go with it. And I'll give that to Praneshwari, she'll distribute to you all. And Jai Gauranga Prabhu, a question from you.
Yes. Marge, sorry if I interrupted you before. I was just going to say, please stay safe in Italy. With the
stay safe and what?
Oh, just if when you're in Italy, I was just going to say, please stay safe.
We will do our best, but we are under the shelter of Guru and Gauranga. I mean, really, we're under the shelter of the Lord. The world is going on, and we follow the natural guidelines because we're also from the West. We have our shlokas, our verses. One of them is, the Lord helps those who help themselves. So we try not to be reckless. We try to be a little sensible, harmonizing with the environment, but to a limited degree. And Guru Maharaj, he also gave some example, again in an extreme time, when the Muslims and the Hindus were fighting in Calcutta, and Guru Maharaj and Gurudev, they're in Calcutta at that time, after the partition, and really the heavy fighting between Hindus and Muslims. And then every night, Gurudev said every night there were dead bodies in the street. And then Guru Maharaj was saying about, Gurudev told, Guru Maharaj asked me, said, what will you do if the Muslims come to kill us? If they come in now, because they're rioting, breaking down doors, killing people. And also, the Hindus were killing Muslims. I mean, it was chaos that time. We've heard it from Gurudev. And then Gurudev said, well, Guru Maharaj, I looked from the roof. I've got some route to jump from roof to roof to roof, that I can go this way. But Guru Maharaj, what will you do? I've seen some like escape plan. And Guru Maharaj said, I'll go to the water tank in the bathroom. Those old houses, and our temple, our guest house, Western guest house, used to have in the corner of the bathroom, like a triangle, which is a water tank. In other words, you keep the water there for bathing, because that time we have the hand pump, and then you fill up the tank with the water. And Gurudev said, I'll go in the water tank and put a tube, and I'll sit in the water. He said, I'll do that, but nothing more. If they get me, then I think that's the will of the Lord. But I'll do something for my protection. I have that plan I will do, but not more. So with this coronavirus thing, then after all, it's called coronavirus, right? The merciful virus. Then we'll take some precaution, but we won't be consumed by that. We won't be, everything about the virus. Here in Thailand, dengue fever from the mosquitoes, it's killed many more people you know, it's not funny, but I mean, it's killed statistically many more people than the virus. But the dengue fever happens every year. And in India, the dengue fever. In Africa, where I spend time, malaria, it kills like so many people every year. But, you know, we take reasonable precaution. And then we just have to be reminded, this is the world we live in. It's the world of birth and death, old age and disease. It's written right there in the scripture. Oh, is it? Yes. Old age, disease, infirmity, death. So let's come to the happy, joyful world of seva achieved by surrender to Sri Guru. But Jai Gauranga Prabhu, thank you for your good wishes. Helped by the Vaishnava's good wishes, may we stay safe.
Thank you, Maharaj.
And you all, please, everybody stay safe. Be sensible about your socializing with the non-devotees and try to catch the good virus. You've already caught the good virus of Krishna Nam, Sadhu Sangha, Seva. Hare Krishna. Madhavi Didi from Colombia joined us. Hare Krishna, Madhavi.
Dandavad Maharaj, how are you?
Yes, happy to see you here. But I am already gently late to go to the morning program because I'm in Thailand at this time. And here,
Oh my God.
here the dawn is coming, but you can't tell it. It's not yet light enough to be dawn.
Very nice. Very nice picture, but and your back.
Well, the picture back, it's the outside world is there, but it's still very dark.
Yes, I know, it's a window, but it's beautiful.
It's a beautiful part of Krishna's creation. All right, good Vaishnavas, so have a successful few days. If I'm not with you on Wednesday, or your this time next, on whatever it is, your Wednesday in the West, Thursday in the East, then please do continue happily, and you can do revision on many things, address anything. It is something to continue. If I can be with you, I will. I just can't consider whether I'll already be landed or not, or whatever else. I can't remember. I'll be traveling that time, all being well, to Italy, and we'll be speaking to you next from Italy. Jai Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. Jai Srila Bhakti Rokha Kshira Dev Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. Jai Srila Isi Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada ki Jai. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur ki Jai. Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur ki Jai. Our Rupanuga Guru Bhaga ki Jai. Our present day Sri Chaitanya Saraswati Acharya Vrinda ki Jai. Our Australia Bhakti Vrinda ki Jai. New Zealand Bhakti Vrinda ki Jai. Colombia Bhakti Vrinda ki Jai. Where's our Mexican? Yes, Mexico Bhakti Vrinda ki Jai. And all over the United States of America, north, south, east, west, Bhakti Vrinda ki Jai. Nitai Gaur Premanandi Hari Hari. Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Dandavad to you all. Wonderful to have your association. And Krishna Devidasi, very happy to have you with us for the first time today. These are all, everybody you see here, they're all good people. Keep their association, you will be nourished and happy. Dandavad. Govinda Govinda.
Dandavad.
Hari Hari.